You said it at the beginning. The record says everything. We got two guys at 6-0. This should be an exceptional contest.
Dalton Rosta gets to train with the likes of the newly minted middleweight champion Johnny Eblen at ATT for Romero Cotton. He is under the tutelage of some great coaches at AKA. Romero Cotton, Dalton Rosta getting ready to rock and roll inside that Bellator MMA cage. And immediately the shot by Cotton and the takedown defense on display early from Rosta.
That's everything. I think that's what you're going to see. You're going to see Romero Cotton looking for that takedown. Rosta's got the better stand-up. He's got the quicker hands. He's got the more technical stand-up game. But Cotton, when he gets into that takedown and gets it, and gets the top position, look out. So this is a matchup of two monsters.
Cotton early on making his intentions known as a timeout has been called by the referee. Cotton wants to take this fight to the ground. And meanwhile,
on your way up, you got a little time, move around.
For Dalton Rosta, he hopes that the shots are not
tampered
up because there was a knee to the equator south.
Well, it was well placed.
Yes, it was for all intents and purposes. Oh, wild overhand right by Cotton. Windmill shot.
And one of the things that
body by Rosta
is really a question in this fight, we've seen where Dalton Rosta early in his career had problems with cardio and then has fixed it and has become very good at going the distance.
Taking shots by Cotton, no success.
Not a good idea.
Rosta has been able to defend all three attempts at the takedown, and you talk about Rosta sharpening his striking skills, and we see the patience. There's the fundamental jab, some feinting, and there's a level change in the takedown attempt. And a successful takedown by Rosta on the fence, however, and Cotton gets back to his feet.
Well, it says a lot as far as why. He's using his hands to set up the takedown where Romero Cotton right now is not. And this is very important for Dalton Rosta to be in a position where he's making Romero Cotton work. We've seen that Romero has gotten tired early in his career. Has he been able to change those aspects? Has he been able to settle himself down when he has to be in a position where he's not the one controlling the pace? We're going to find out.
Romero Cotton. Cotton has 5 consecutive finishes, but he's almost got finished there by Dalton Rosta on that left hook.
And I love the patience of Dalton Rosta right now. You see, he's not rushing in, he's taking his time.
And interestingly, after Rosta started his career with 3 consecutive TKOs, he's gone the distance the last 3 times. So looking to get back on the finishing track, and he is showcasing his striking here. It rushed one and again unloads with a 1-2 on Cotton.
Beautiful right hand.
And Cotton closes the gap. Looking for the submission, looking for that guillotine. Rosta pops his head up and then gets put by the knee.
You saw how tight that was, even though he really didn't have it set up as a submission. That's the strength of Romero Cotton.
And Cotton's 2 submission wins have come via rear naked choke. He was going for the guillotine there. There's a 1-2 by Cotton with 2 minutes left in the first. There's again just no setup, just a takedown attempt that gets stymied immediately. Cotton Rosta with a left hook that knocked him back.
Yeah, he was also kicking at the time, so a little off balance.
Nice shot though. Best shot of the fight for Romero Cotton.
Absolutely.
And Cotton loaded with the 1-2, so sitting down the punches at that left hook.
So the body was beautiful. You don't have to hit that liver too often before it starts to just squeeze down and make you feel like you're being stabbed.
And Romero Cotton continues to have his takedown attempt stuffed. He is now 0 for 5 here in the first round. And Rosta outlanding Cotton 23-13 in terms of total strikes landed with just over a minute left here in the opening first.
Hands up on that
There's a liver kick on the exit by Rosta.
Hands up, heavy face. Hands up. Leave it for 22 after your punch, okay?
Cotton is 32, Rosta is 26, and came in with all kinds of confidence. High kick by Cotton. Oh, there's that combination, the right uppercut.
Romero Cotton needs to be really careful of that left hook. It's coming close. He needs to start moving his head off the center line. His head's a little too static.
And again, Rosta lands the jab and goes for that right uppercut. 15 seconds left in what has been a good opening round for Dalton Rosta in this battle of undefeated middleweights to put a cap on Bellator 283's prelims.
What's up? Are you ready?
Number 2. How do you have it on your unofficial scorecard after 5 minutes and 1?
I have it for Dalton Rosta 10-9 right now. That was his round. Romero Cotton needs to figure out a way to use his hands to set up that takedown more than what he's doing right now.
Of course, Cotton honing his overall skills at AKA Rosta, ATT. Rosta opening up as Cotton again, looking for the takedown. And John, it's rinse repeat. He's not making the adjustments.
Well, right now he's in a position where he's with a guy in the stand-up that's causing him some problems, and he's getting hit. Just that beautiful front kick right there. He's being touched, and he doesn't know how to stop it.
And double jab by Rosta crushes the space, looking for the body lock against the fence. So Rosta beginning to take it to Romero Cotton here early round 2. And now another timeout as
you could hear that cut.
We've got.
He brought me up, and you could hear it.
Is that accident? I understand.
Take a look at the knee that Rosta brings up right here. That is right in between.
You got some time. Take your time.
It did hit the thigh, and that's what he's talking about, but it also came through and hit the cup, and you could hear it.
Up to 5 minutes to recover and continue.
Stay in the game. You're going to be ready to go? Yeah. Stay in the game. I saw. You good? Okay, guys. You're even on groin shots, yeah? All right.
You're even on groin shots. Yes, they are. But
it's good math by Jason Hurd.
Great math. In terms of the other math, it's behooving Dalton Rosta right now. And there, the level change by Cotton, able to right uppercut a right hand, and he again goes for the takedown. He's getting lit up in the stand-up, and he knows he has to try desperately to take this fight to the ground.
He's having problems in the stand-up. You can see it. He's getting touched. He does not know how to stop the shots that Dalton Rosta is throwing. That uppercut, that left hook, continuously touching him.
And Rosta utilizing an effective jab to set up his offense.
Don't stop your fake, stop, please. Yeah, active, you see it. You're on speed.
And this is where I was talking about. Dalton Rosta, in my opinion, has faced better competition, and that better competition has taught him how to remain calm in situations, how to just keep this pace.
Beautiful left hook to the body, right hand upstairs. Best combination of the night for Dalton Rosta. And the sprawl again, the takedown defense. He has the back of Romero Cotton. And Rosta looking maybe for his first submission as tripod, and now taking Cotton down, but really Rosta dominating in all facets of the fight.
No doubt about it right now.
Are you surprised?
I'm surprised as far as the wrestling. I thought that Romero Cotton, with his wrestling, would have the ability to possibly get the body lock or get the takedown on Dalton, but like you're saying, you've got to set that takedown up, and if you're not, and you're raw dogging it from the outside, your chances dwindle immensely.
And of course, we have seen throughout his career, Cotton used to being the bull and looking to take the fight to the ground, and yet resorting to a messed up matador right now, because Dalton Rosta putting all the pressure on Cotton with just over 2 minutes left in the second.
Well, we talk all the time about being the hammer and being the nail. And look, throughout those 6 wins, Romero Cotton has been the hammer. Well, now he's in that position of, you know what, someone else is starting to put shots on him, and he's the nail. Let's see how he adapts to it, because right now that's not good when you're having your back to your opponent.
Getting nailed by Dalton Rosta, and Rosta really separating himself in terms of the strikes. Right uppercut by Cotton. Not a lot of heat behind it, but a lot of heat behind that jab, and the follow-up right hand by Rosta, but back comes Cotton. Right hand again, jack in the jaw, the left, nails Cotton again, instinctively goes for a takedown, but gets pinned against the fence.
got an anvil for a jaw, man. He took a big shot and just ate that like it was nothing.
No more shooting, no more shooting.
You can hear his corner talking about no more shooting.
1 minute,
He needs to sit there and just start to try to just put shots. Don't try to knock Dalton Rosta out. Just put shots. Touch him, because right now Dalton Rosta is just getting off.
Final minute of the second round. Romero Cotton, again, a 3-time NCAA Division II national champion, 0 for 9 in the takedown department tonight. Now granted, Rosta 0 for 2, but when you look at the striking stats,
Rosta's got takedowns. Come on. I don't care what that says. That's wrong. Rosta has takedowns. So
0 for 2.
Yeah, guess what? Someone on that is sleeping on the job.
Well, Dalton Rosta definitely not sleeping on the job. Final 10 seconds. He goes another right hand there. Hey, John, he's looking way slack.
But that was a beautiful exit by Dalton Rosta. You see what he's doing as far as landing those shots.
Beautiful performance by Dalton Rosta. His confidence already sky high coming into the fight, growing by the second.
Final round, buddy, ready?
Third and final round. And on your unofficial scorecard, you alluded to it already, but you feel that Cotton needs a finish in order to pull out the victory.
Yeah, Romero Cotton needs a big round, or he needs to finish Dalton Rosta here, because I have him behind. I have him losing both rounds.
And timing there, the left hand, the spinning back fist attempt by Cotton, but it's again Rosta who crushes the space, pinning Cotton to the fence.
It wasn't a bad idea by Romero Cotton to go for that at the time.
Absolutely not. Especially, I mean, you want that sense of urgency. And there's a double left on the right hand and another left. Superman punch. Oh! It's Cotton and Dalton Rosta. It's 7-0 with his fourth KO.
I understand how Dalton Rosta could be behind Romero Cotton. Look at that Superman punch. Beautifully executed. Romero ate it. But in the end, that left hook puts him down, and he hits his head on the canvas. Hands go over the head. That's why Jason Herzog stopped it. Here comes the Superman punch. It lands. Beautiful right hand, but watch the left hook. It tags him right on the jawline. Watch this at real speed. Let's see it live. Superman punch comes, boom, and all of a sudden, it's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, referee Jason Herzog steps in, waves off the contest due to strikes. Official time, 38 seconds into round number 3. The winner by TKO, still undefeated, Dalton Hercules Rosta.